Hartford Healthcare expected to receive another round of COVID-19 vaccines today.
Yeah, this time it's going to be a shipment from Moderna. Fox 61's Lisette Nunez is live from Hartford with more on that. Good morning.
Good morning, and we just got an update from Governor Lamont. He says that the state will be receiving more than 63,000 doses of the Moderna vaccine this week. So part of that shipment will be going here to Hartford Hospital and will be distributed and administered amongst the Hartford Healthcare. So here's the game plan for today. So at around 9 p.m., that's when we expect that shipment to arrive. That could change. We've seen it change multiple times when we've been covering this first round of vaccines. But as far as what's expected to happen later today, we do know that 10 frontline healthcare workers will be receiving this new vaccine. So over the weekend, we know the FDA did authorize the Moderna vaccine for emergency use. And the Moderna vaccine has been proven to be about 95% effective. Under Operation Warp Speed and through a partnership with the CDC, 20 million doses will be delivered by the U.S. government by the end of this month. The Moderna vaccine is administered in 2 doses, 1 month apart from each other, and it does not need to be stored in ultra-cold refrigerators like the Pfizer vaccine, and its shelf life is just a little bit longer, more than about 30 days. Last week, Hartford Healthcare was among the first in Connecticut to receive the Pfizer vaccine. They received about 1,950 doses and began vaccinating their frontline healthcare workers. Now, once again, the update here this morning is that the Governor Lamont saying that the state will be receiving more than 63,000 vaccines. This is from Moderna, and this is all expected to happen within the span of this week, and we expect to see some of those first doses here at Hartford Healthcare. Of course, we're going to be standing by for any updates and more information that we get throughout the morning. But for now, we are live in Hartford. Lisette Nunez, Fox 61 News.